Ice formation on the wing of a small aircraft is very dangerous and can be prevented by electric resistance heating element being installed within the wings, which will maintain the surface temperature at 5 degrees Celsius. Small aircraft with equivalent length 2.5 meter is moving with speed of 194.39 meter per second in air. The air temperature is given as minus 25 degrees Celsius and has a thermal conductivity of 0.02 watt per meter Kelvin. The Prandtl number in this question is given as to us is 0.7 and the kinematic viscosity is given as 16.9 into 10 to the power minus 6 meters square per second. We have to calculate the average heat flux needed to maintain the surface temperature if the average friction coefficient is given as 0.0025. Now, let's understand the situation of the problem. This is the aircraft which is moving at the speed of 194.39 meter per second. The velocity of the air is 0. So, the relative velocity of air with respect to aircraft is in opposite direction with 194.39 meter per second. The length, the equivalent length of aircraft is given as 2.5 meter. The other thing is that we have to maintain the surface temperature of aircraft at 5 degrees Celsius. The temperature of air is given as minus 25 degrees Celsius to us. The thermal conductivity is given as 0.02 watt per meter Kelvin. The thermal conductivity is given to us. The Prandtl number is given 0.7. The kinematic viscosity is given as 16.9 into 10 to the power minus 6 meters square per second. And we have to find the heat flux needed to maintain the surface temperature at 5 degrees Celsius. First of all, we will find the Reynolds number as we had found in previous question. The Reynolds number can be written as VLCH, where V is velocity, nu is kinematic viscosity, and LC is the characteristic length. Where the velocity is given as 194.39 meter per second, the characteristic length is given as 2.5 meter. Characteristic length is given as 2.5 meter, and the kinematic viscosity is given as 16.9 into 10 to the power minus 6. After calculating, the Reynolds number comes to 28.75 into 10 to the power 6. The Reynolds number we got is 28.75 to 10 to the power minus 6, which is greater than 5 lakh and less than 10 to the power 8. Reynolds number means it lies somewhere in transition flow. Means here the flow is both laminar plus turbulent. As the flow is laminar and turbulent, means it is a transition flow, so we will see the middle column for the transition flow that we had made. Here we will see Nusselt number. The Nusselt number is given as 0.037 REL 4.5 4 to the power 5 minus 871 into Prandtl number upon 1 by 3. Let's write down this equation. Here we had taken the equation for Nusselt number because in this question we had to find the heat flux. That's why we had used the Nusselt number. Let substitute the values that is given, like Reynolds number is given as 28.75 into 10 to the power 6 to the power 4 by 5 minus 871 into Prandtl number is given as 0.7 to the power 1 by 3. Nusselt number. Here the Nusselt number can be expanded further like H LCH by K, where the thermal conductivity is given to us, the characteristic length is given to us, and we have to find the heat transfer coefficient. This is the equation that we obtain. Now to find the heat transfer coefficient, we will multiply the thermal conductivity over the another side and divide the characteristic length. So the equations breakdowns to after solving this equation, we will obtain the final value of average heat transfer coefficient to be 237.351 watt per meter square Kelvin. So we had find the heat transfer coefficient, which had came 237.351 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now we had to find the heat flux. To find the heat flux, we require the equation of rate of heat transfer. The equation for rate of heat transfer is given as Q is equals to A heat transfer coefficient into delta T. Here the Q by A is the heat flux that we had to find, which equals to rho H delta T. We know the value of heat transfer coefficient, which is 237.351 watt per meter square Kelvin, which is multiplied by temperature difference, which is like 5 minus 25. The final value of heat flux after calculating it further comes to 237.351 into 30, which comes to 7120 watt per meter square. Here the temperature unit is in degree Celsius and the heat transfer coefficient unit is given in watt per meter square Kelvin. But here we take the difference of temperature, therefore it doesn't matter that if we take in degree Celsius or in Kelvin. So the final heat flux that we obtain is 7120 watt per meter square, which is our final answer. A stream of air at 100 kilopascal pressure and 300 Kelvin is flowing on the top of surface of a thin plate sheet of solid naphthalene of length 0.2 meter with the velocity of 25.5 meter per second. The other data are given as mass diffusivity of naphthalene vapor in air is given to 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 meters square per second. The kinematic viscosity of air is given as 1.5 to 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. The concentration of naphthalene at the air solid naphthalene interface is given as 1 into 10 to the power minus 5 kilomole per meter cube. We have to calculate the rate of loss of naphthalene from the surface per unit weight in gram mole meter per hour. Now let's understand the situation of the problem. In this problem, there is a sheet made up of naphthalene. The sheet length is 2 meter and the stream of air pressure is 100 kilopascal at 300 Kelvin is flowing from the top of the sheet at the velocity of 25.5 meter per second. The mass diffusivity of naphthalene in vapor is given as 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per second. The kinetic viscosity is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. The concentration of naphthalene on the surface is given as 1 into 10 to the power minus 5 kilomole per meter cube. Let's note down first the given data. The pressure of air is 100 kilopascal. The temperature is 300 Kelvin. The velocity of air flowing is 25.5 meter per second. The diffusivity of naphthalene in air is 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per second. The kinematic viscosity is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. The concentration of naphthalene on the surface given as 10 to the power minus 5 kilomole per meter cube. Now, first of all, we will calculate the Reynolds number as we had calculated for the previous problem. The calculation of the Reynolds number for every problem is very important to know about the flow is laminar, turbulent or the transition. So, the Reynolds number is given as velocity into characteristic length upon kinematic viscosity. The values are given as the velocity is given to us as 25.5 meter per second, the characteristic length is 0.2 meter and the kinematic viscosity in the question is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. After calculating it down, the Reynolds number that we obtain is 3.4 into 10 to the power 5. The Reynolds number that we obtain here, let's see this from the table. In the table, the Reynolds number we obtain is 3.4 into 10 to the power 5, which is less than and equals to 5 lakh, which means this flow is laminar. For the laminar flow, we have to see the first column. In first column, now we have to see that which equation we have to use, friction factor, Nusselt number or Sherwood number. Here we will be using the Sherwood number because in this question we have to find the rate of mass transfer per unit width. So the Sherwood number from here for laminar flow is given as 0.664 Reynolds number is to power 1 by 2 and Schmidt number is to power 1 by 3. Here the Reynolds value we had obtained was Reynolds number that we had obtained for was 3.4 into 10 to the power 5. So we'll substitute the value of Reynolds number, that is 3.4 into 10 to the power 5 is to power 1 by 2. Now to find the Schmidt number, we have to expand the Schmidt number. The Schmidt number can be written as nu rho DAB, where rho is the density, nu is the viscosity, and DAB is the diffusivity. In question, we have been given the kinematic viscosity, so we can write equation like that. Nu by rho can be written as kinematic viscosity, means kinematic viscosity upon DAB. Now we will substitute the values of the kinematic viscosity and the diffusivity. The kinematic viscosity is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second. Meter square per second can be removed from here. Upon diffusivity is given as 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 is to the power 1 by 3. After calculating it all, after calculation, the value comes out to be 525.477. Now we will write down the formula for Sherwood number. The Sherwood number, if we expand the Sherwood number, it can be written as KCl DAB is equals to 525.477. 525.477. It's capital 525.477 equals to Kc LCH upon DAB. From here, we can take DAB over here in multiplication and characteristic length in dividation. So we will find Kc. So 525.477 into DAB upon LCH. Substituting the value of DAB and LCH, the value of DAB is 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 upon LCH is 0.2. The value of Kc that we will obtain will be 0.0157 meter per second. We had obtained the Kc value, mass transfer coefficient. Now we have to calculate in this question the rate of loss of naphthalene from the surface per unit width in gram mole per meter per hour. To calculate that, we have an equation of molar flow rate. So molar flow rate can be written as Na dot is equals to area mass transfer coefficient into change in concentration. Here area can be written as length into width, mass transfer coefficient into at wall minus at infinite distance. Here we will multiply width on another side. After multiplying width on another side, we will get formula as this. Here the concentration at infinity is also 0, as it is negligible and we are considering is at 0. Further, this formula narrow down to length into mass transfer coefficient into the naphthalene concentration on the surface. So now substituting the values, like length is given as 0.2 meter, the Kc that we had calculated is the Kc that we had calculated is 0.0157 and the concentration of naphthalene on the surface is given to us as 10 to the power minus 5 in 2000. we had multiplied 1000 here because the concentration is given in kilomole. After calculating it down, the final value that we obtain is 3.14 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per meter second. The rate of loss of naphthalene per unit weight here is obtained, but this is in mole per meter second. We have to convert it in mole per meter hour. To convert it in mole per meter hour, we have to multiply it with 3600. So let's multiply. After multiplying it with 3600, we will obtain so finally we had obtained the loss of naphthalene per unit width in mole per hour per meter. Here 1 second is converted to 1 upon 3600 hour. This is the conversion that we had used in this step. So finally the answer has been obtained for this question.